Alright, what's up, Algebra 2? We have day 1 of solving exponential equations. Our main strategy for today is going to be rewriting both sides as a common base raised to exponents. Then we're going to set those exponents equal to each other and solve. So if we're looking over here, I have 2 to the x equals 8 to the third. Okay, at this point, there's really nothing you can do to solve it. But if I change 8 to 2 to the third power, okay, 2 to the third, parentheses to the third, power, parentheses power, our exponent properties there, we get to multiply exponents, and we'll have 2 to the 9th power. And now if you have 2 to some power equals 2 to a different power, the only way that's possible is if everything in those exponents are equal. So it's a pretty short one, just x equals 9. X equals 9. Okay, keeping that same idea, we got 4 to the 2n minus 1 power equals 64. So is it possible to change 64 to be a power of 4? And 4 to the third power is 64. So now we have them both rewritten as 4 to a power. 4 to a power equals 4 to a power. Both those powers have to be equal. That's the only way that that would work. So if 2n minus 1 equals 3, we're going to add the 1 over. 2n equals 4. Divide by 2. N equals 2. Okay? Same idea as those two on the 2 below. Go ahead and try those on your own. Go ahead and push pause and give those a go. Alright, welcome back. Let's see how you did. 125, we're going to change that to 5 to the third. Now this is a little bit tricky. Maybe I should have warned you before it. We're going to do, we have 5 to the third to the x plus 2 power. When we multiply, we have to take that to both. So that's going to be 3x plus 6. Okay, x equals 3x plus 6. And we're going to solve and get x equals negative 3. Okay, on the other side, we're going to change 64 to be 8 squared. And we should get x equals 0, which might be a little bit tough to think about. You might be thinking, hey, 0, anything to the 0 power should be 1, not 64. Okay, if you plug that 0 in, it's 4 times 0 there. Plus 2 more, we are actually 8 to the second power, which does equal 64. Alright, flip it over to the back. Okay, we're going to X out this one. This one ends up being pretty much the same as the one on the front. Alright, here's a thinker. We got 16 to 2x minus 3 equals 8. So the whole front side, we were changing the bigger number to be a power of the smaller number. What power of 8 is 16? Uh-oh, it isn't 1. It's 2 times 8, but we don't have a power. 8 squared doesn't give me 16. So then maybe let's think, 16, that's 4 squared. Can I change 8 to be a 4? And again, you're stuck at 2 times 4 is 8, not 4 to a power equals 8. So then what? Go even smaller. We're going to have to change both of them down to be powers of 2. So 16 is 2 to the 4th power, with that 2x minus 3 still up there. And 8 is 2 to the 3rd power. Okay. And let's go, we're going to distribute that 4. 2 to the 8x minus 12 equals 2 to the 3rd. Okay, there we finally have it. We're ready to go. 8x minus 12 equals 3. Add the 12 over. And this is not the prettiest answer. Divide by 8. and we'll have 15 divided by 8. I would just leave it there. Otherwise, you're going to have like 1 and 1.875 or something like that. Okay? Another one we're going to talk about is this one, half and 2. Okay, a half, when it's a reciprocal, when it's flipped, it's just the negative 1 power. So 1 over 2 is 2 to the negative 1 power. And then we have negative 5x plus 2, 2 to the 3x plus 4. Let's distribute that negative 1. So now it's positive 5x minus 2. And we're kind of running out of room. I'll just kind of put it off to the side over here. 5x minus 2 equals 3x plus 4. I'm going to subtract 3x. Add the 2. And then divide by this 2, and we should have 3. Okay? Alright, so the next 3 problems should be just like one of those 2 or a combination of those 2, where it might be a flip and you have to change both numbers. Okay? So go ahead and push pause and then give those 3 a try. Next up, let's see what we got. With the 3's. Okay, we're going to change this 1/3 to negative 1 and distribute. We'll have 2x minus 7 equals negative 2 plus x. We should end up with x equals 5. Take a look there. Bottom left, 1 over 64. 64 is 4 to the 3rd power. So 1 over 64 is going to be 4 to the negative 3rd power. Okay, in a different class, we also went 1 over 64 first is 64 to the negative 1, and then we changed 64 to 4 to the 3rd. So you could have broken that up into 2 steps, or you could have done it all at once. On the right-hand side, 16 is 4 squared, so we have negative 3 equals 2x for negative 3 halves. And the 9 and 81, 1 over 81 is 9 to the negative 2nd power. And we distribute. Negative 2x minus 4 equals x minus 2. And we'll get negative 2/3. Alright, if you need to see that again, rewind a little bit. Or push pause and check those out. Last problem for today. Compound interest. And that fits in with this because it's an application of exponential equations. Okay, we have a equals p times parentheses 1 plus r over n to the power of n times t. P is your principal or your starting money. R is your interest rate changed to a decimal. 5th grade math, can we change a percent to a decimal? N is the number of times we're compounding our interest or calculating it per year. And T is the number of years we're talking. Okay, so 2,500, that's going to be our P, principal. Invest at 4.2%, per 100 cent. Move it 2 spots. So our R is going to be 0.042. Compounded monthly. How many months are in a year? 12. Monthly is going to mean 12 for your N. You might also have weekly, quarterly, daily, okay, all things like that. And then 10 years is your time in years, your T. A equals 2,500 times parentheses 1 plus 0.042 over 12 to the 12 times 10. Now, 12 times 10, we should probably be able to do that, partner head, and have 120. Okay. 2,500 times parentheses 1 plus. Okay, I know you kids love your fraction button. That's going to be alpha y equals first one there, n divided by d. Okay, I don't use that, and you don't need it for this one because there's only two things going on inside these parentheses. Okay, it's 1 plus, and then we have 0.042 divided by 12, close parentheses. So inside the parentheses, because there's only two things happening, it will do the division first by the order of operations and then add it to the 1, so we're okay. We should be okay, just type it in. Power key, 12 times 10 is going to be 120. Okay, otherwise with this kind of calculator that bumps it up there, if it was something that you could not necessarily do in your brain, you can type it in, 12 times 10. Okay? Some other calculators go, once you hit power key, it gives you, it shows that little power key, and then it has parentheses, and then you can do 12 times 10 and close your parentheses. And we should be getting $3,802.11. Oop, changed color of my pen. $3,802.11. Alright, there it is. There's day 1. Okay, thanks for watching, folks. Good luck on your worksheet, and we'll see you next time.